Hi, my name is Ronda Strauch, and I'm with Seattle City Light, and I am the Climate Change Research and Adaptation Advisor for the utility. So one of the fun events that CEATI helped organize was a stream forecasting rodeo. And who doesn't love a competition? And so they organized a way so that different vendors and different agencies who are forecasting stream flow could provide their forecast in a real-time situation, a real-time scale. And so they did this for months, weeks, months, and then we compared the results. So you had agencies that provide this kind of information, you had vendors that provided the same stream flow forecast, and so then we could compare. How do they do against each other? And it was kind of fascinating that it turned out in the end, some of the agencies, the government agencies, did very well, but some surprises were some of the vendors that were using some of the latest technologies such as AI and machine learning rose to the top and did very well in how they were forecasting stream flow in the short term and sort of medium term time frame. And so because of that rodeo, that vendor, which did very well, became a client of ours and several other folks as well, so that we could use their information and their forecast in addition to the government forecast of stream flow that we've been using for years, and to be able to compare and use the combination to make our decisions. So that rodeo did spark that kind of conversation and sort of a test on seeing who is producing the better forecast. So why having accurate stream forecast matters to Seattle City Light and other utilities is really, you want to know how much water is going to be coming into our reservoir. So we need to know, are we going to have to worry about an atmospheric river coming in that's going to bring in a bunch of water, and that we need to be prepared for a flood response and flood management, which is actually the situation we're in today. We have an atmospheric river coming into the Pacific Northwest, and we are having to alter our operations and focus on downstream flood minimization. You can't necessarily reduce all the floods, but we can help it. So having that accurate forecast helps you plan for how much water you're going to hold back, how much water you're going to allow going through the turbines or have to spill, and helping minimize the impacts downstream from flooding. The other resource that's really important to us is fish. And so it's really important to us to understand how much water is coming in to be able to manage the fisheries resources that are downstream. So we have salmon. It's iconic to the Pacific Northwest. We're in the Seattle area in Washington. And hydropower is also iconic in the Pacific Northwest. So when the fish are coming in and spawning and laying their eggs, they lay at a certain elevation in the water. So we have to know what elevation that is. So we're monitoring where the fish are laying their eggs and where that water elevation is downstream. So we then need to understand the forecast of how much water is coming into our reservoir to plan for how much we can release, so that we don't uncover and dry out the fish redds the nest. But also we don't want the water to be so high that then they lay their eggs high on the shoreline, that we have to then maintain the water level at that higher elevation. So we need that good forecast coming in to sort of understand how we can manage the water flow downstream for floods, fisheries, and then also our generation, how much we can actually produce and we'll be producing in the future.